Welcome, friends, to Crazy Women Country, where women's voices matter. We bring you the latest and greatest female voices in the industry, from artists and songwriters to producers and managers and all women in between. Hello, friends, and welcome to Crazy Women Country. I'm Donna.
Paula, and today we have the amazing Quisenberry. How are you doing?
I'm great. How are you guys?
Fantastic.
Wonderful.
Fantastic. So tell us, what have you been doing in this crazy year that has been 2020?
Well, a lot. I released my very first single in February, so in the midst of, everything. And since then, I've released 5 singles. And this has really been my first year that I've, gone into country music. I'm originally from Colorado, and this year in July, I moved to Nashville, Tennessee full-time. So it's been a crazy year. I've really done a lot despite everything that's been happening. But yeah, so now I'm in Nashville, Tennessee.
Perfect. It looks nice. I can see it out your window.
Yeah, it's very nice. It's a little chilly, but blue skies, so that's good.
I was going to say, is it warmer than your normal area of Colorado? Because I know we've been there, and usually in the middle of summer we hit the snow up in the Rocky Mountains. I'm like, what? Snow in the middle of summer? So.
Oh, totally. I know. My brother's there right now, and they tried to drive up to the mountains last night, and they shut down the pass, and they had to turn around. They were like an hour into the drive, so it's definitely snowing there, and so yeah, I'm happy to be here.
Oh, nightmare. Yeah, last time I was in Colorado, it was winter, and that was the first time that I had actually seen real proper snow. And I remember jumping into the snow thinking, yay, and of course there was waist deep. I was like,
I know. I love Colorado. I do miss it, and it is great for skiing. But it's fun not having to drive to work in snow every day. So.
So that must be fun. Yeah, definitely. So obviously you've got a new video out as well, haven't you? For oh my God, I've forgotten the song name.
Get Loud with Me.
There you go. See, we'll leave the artist to promote. I forgot the name. I was like.
I can help you with that.
Yeah, perfect. You can just fill in the blanks.
Exactly. So I just released that, I think about 3 weeks ago. So that was super fun. A really good friend of mine from California, he's a director there full-time, and so he messaged me on Instagram one day, and he's like, oh my gosh, I have to do your next music video, like please save me a song. And so we made it happen. It was really awesome. Nashville, Tennessee has actually like 10 different waterfalls here, and so I tried to incorporate that in my video, and it was so much fun. The water was freezing, so I had to like make sure I wasn't like watching my facial expressions when I was in the water during the video. But yeah, it was super fun, and I just released that about 3 weeks ago.
Perfect. Yeah, I must admit, I watched the video, and the area you recorded it in looks absolutely amazing. So. I was like, we have to know where that is.
We'll have to get a list of those waterfalls, so that way when we come to visit.
Oh my gosh, definitely. I know. I didn't even know they existed. Like no one really talks about them, and I was bored one day, and so I was like Googling different hikes and things to do, because that's what I always love to do in Colorado. And all these waterfalls came up, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is awesome. This is, they're all like 30 minutes away, right outside the city, so it was perfect. Nice.
You don't think of waterfalls around, I don't know, Nashville for some reason. You just think country music and that's it, sort of thing. So
yeah, one of the waterfalls was actually in the movie The Jungle Book.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So
there you go. See, we bring all the good information.
The local information.
I love that. That's fantastic. So obviously, I've been listening to your music and everything, and I love the way you can move from like the fast songs to the real heart-wrenching, slow songs. You have an amazing voice, yeah, it's been a real joy to get to know your music and also get to know you a bit better. So.
Oh, thank you for saying that. Yeah, I'm a sucker for ballads, so I always love those. But I know, to be commercial and to be put on the radio, and you also have to be able to sing those fun songs that like get the crowd going, and so it's fun to mix it up.
That's good. And the video for Imogen. Now I probably said that wrong because I know it said that's the one. I know it's always said different in the song, and I couldn't remember what it was, but the video for that is just amazing.
Oh, thank
Cartoon
you. Yeah.
And everything. So cool.
Yeah, the animation was super fun to do on that one. My a really good family friend of mine actually is a cartoonist, and I was like scouring the internet trying to find a cartoonist, and then it just hit me. I'm like, wait, I know a cartoonist. Like, why don't I just ask him? And so I brought him the idea, and he was like, yeah, I mean, I'd love to. He's like, I've never done a music video before. And that's probably, why you don't see a lot of animated music videos, because the amount of time it takes to animate a music video is crazy. Like, I mean, he was working on it for probably like 2 months straight. And I would like text him, and he would be up at like texting me back at like 4 a.m. He was just working like relentlessly on it. But yeah, I mean, I loved how it turned out, and he did such a great job, and it was different. And the chorus was, I imagine I'm Imogene. And so that's why I did an animated music video, because I wanted it to be like this imaginary world where she's imagining everything.
Yeah, it is fantastic. It's one of the few animated videos around. I mean, you've had other bands do it, but they're kind of a bit more crazier animations. Where this is something you could really, really get into and really, understand the story behind it and everything. So.
Oh, good. Well, I'm glad it translated. Yeah.
I love it. It's fantastic. So, yeah. Yeah.
So who are some of your inspiration and your sheroes that have encouraged you to kind of do what you're doing now, to follow the music path? Yeah.
I mean, I have so many, so it's hard to like pick one. But I've always loved Linda Ronstadt. I just really love how she was able to go into so many different genres of music and be so successful in them. Because I know for me, it was really, I have such a interesting background because I used to do classical music. And so I was singing like German, Italian, Latin opera music. And then before that, I was kind of in the pop scene. And it's kind of cool to be able to use like all those things from my past and now be in country. And I love that about Linda Ronstadt, that she was able to be so successful and do that as well. So I kind of look up to her. And then, I mean, there's so many, but one of like guy-wise, I really like Tyler Childers and Chris Stapleton. I just love like how much soul they put into their music when they sing. And I love Chris Stapleton's new album he just released. I've been listening to that nonstop. And so, yeah, those are a few of my favorites.
Awesome. And you're right. That was a great comparison to Linda Ronstadt too, because we were reading about your classical background. I was like, how do you go from the classical to the country? And that's just really cool in general.
Yeah, it's kind of it's a weird transition, but it honestly is like helped me so much. Even with concerts and just being able to like keep my voice for like 4 hours straight. The classical training has been amazing to have.
Yeah. Wow. Well, let me ask you another question here. If you could talk to anyone, who would you want to talk to and why?
Ooh, that's so hard. Oh my gosh, I've never thought about that question. I think I'd want to talk to Marilyn Monroe. She's just like the first person that came to my mind because I just listened to a podcast on her, and there's all these like weird conspiracy theories about her death, and I don't know, I just think like she had such a really interesting life, but such a short life too, and it's like such a tragedy that it was cut short, and I don't know, I think it'd be really fun to talk to her.
I agree.
I must admit. It's someone different, I must admit. That's quite cool.
Yeah. She's just on my mind since I was listening to the podcast.
Oh, there you go. That's perfect.
Well, if you could thank anyone for their support for what you're doing right now, who would you want to thank? And obviously, we get this a lot. There's more than one person we know, so just grab a few people and
yeah.
Who do you think?
I would definitely like to thank my parents. They they're my number one supporters. They moved here to Nashville, Tennessee with me. They live about 30 minutes away. So they totally believe in me, which is just so awesome to have. It's a hard industry. So if you have, your family support behind you, that's just amazing. So I definitely want to thank them. And then I also want to thank my fans because, with music, it's really all about them. And you're not able to do what you want to do if you don't have a fan base and if you don't have a support team and people listening to your music. So I definitely want to just thank everyone who supports me and listens to my music. Oh, whoops, I can't
hear you, Paula. Did you? Hold on.
Hang on.
I can't mute you, I swear.
She muted me on purpose. Hang on.
I did not. Hands are still here. Do I do this the rest of the show?
Okay, hang on. What? Oh, I don't know. I hate computers. Hang on.
I know.
I think you're right about the family support. I think no matter what you do in life, especially in such a hard area there in music, I think, yes, having that support system is just awesome. And it's great that they moved, from Colorado to Tennessee with you too. That's awesome.
I know, it is awesome. And it makes the move easier too when when you're new and you're trying to still make friends and figure out, the area. It's nice to have your family there if you ever need them for anything. So.
Perfect. Okay, how can you hear me now?
Yes.
We can hear you.
I've turned the mic off. I've just used the speaker on my head. There you go. Perfect. We got there in the end. Well, what I was going to say, it's so nice to hear an artist thank the fans. And I know, every artist is probably thankful for them because obviously without them, you really don't have that career. So it's nice to actually, to hear that, but, for people to understand, that the artists really do think of them. So, that's really cool.
Absolutely. Yeah, no, I couldn't do what I like to do without them. So I'm very thankful. Yeah.
Perfect. That's what we're going to do. We need to get more fans to keep Caitlin going. That's what we need to do. Perfect. So I have to ask, Laura, is that your mum?
That's my mom.
Perfect. She was so sweet today when she was so excited that we shared her post. She was just like, yeah.
So excited. She literally screenshot it and texted me and then called me.
That's so sweet. But it's so nice to have someone so excited about what they're doing and how they're helping. So that's so sweet. And your mum seems so cool.
Oh no, she's awesome. I know, it was so funny. She sent me a text and she was like, I'm getting ready for my future podcast interview, and had all these lipstick emojis and hair emojis.
I love it. We've definitely got to get her on the phone now.
That would be
fun. Okay, so quick fire questions. Okay, remember, they're fun, nothing too hard to think about, hopefully. Okay.
Are these one answers or just quick answers?
Yeah, the first few are just one word answer, dead easy. The other ones are a little bit more in depth, but they're good fun. Okay, so early bird or night owl?
Night owl.
Beach or countryside?
Countryside.
Favorite season?
Fall.
Biggest fear?
Drowning.
Oh, that's a different one. Favorite holiday?
Christmas.
Favorite drink?
Margarita.
It's the second one. Yay!
If you could be a musical, what musical would you be?
Oh, that is so hard. Probably Wicked.
Wicked's great.
If you were a film genre, what genre would you be?
My favorite genre is horror, so maybe horror. I
can't imagine that. I can't imagine. I can't imagine you being a horror buff, but
I don't know if that translates, but it is. I love scary movies.
So cool.
So if you're a Disney character, what character would you be?
Ariel. I didn't say that. Red hair.
I like that, from horror to Ariel. I love it.
How'd you go from there to here?
I was Ariel for Halloween this year too. So.
Oh, even better. Oh,
yeah.
There you
go. If you could be a mythical creature, what creature would you be?
A mermaid.
Can you see there's a theme here somewhere?
Well, if you could have any superpower, what power would it be and why?
Oh, to teleport. Because I love to travel.
Perfect. You can get from one place to the other without even thinking about ding, 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 ding.
Wouldn't that be nice? Oh.
That'd be so cool. That would be amazing. That really would. Okay, now, this is the most important question ever. Okay?
Okay.
So, are you ready for this? Who is your favourite CWC host?
CW. Oh, that's so hard. I can't decide.
I love that.
Don't make me answer that.
I am now pleading the fifth, and I'm not answering that question.
Yeah.
That's fantastic. That is so cool. Oh, that is so good. I love that.
Yes.
I love the way people answer that question. Some people sit there and think, and they're like, I'm not answering that.
Yeah. Like, wait.
One of these days we're going to cut somebody out. I might just drop it in and not say anything and see what happens.
Right.
See if somebody answers it.
Start dropping into the first half of the questions and see what they answer.
Yeah, that would be so cool.
Yeah, that
That'd
would
be so cool. See who actually answers the question or not.
Yeah. That's funny.
Right.
I like that one. That's a good one, though.
So, Caitlin, what do you have coming up for 2021?
Lots. So I'm starting to work with a new producer right now, and I've been really focused on songwriting. Just taking this opportunity right now when, no one's touring really, to just songwrite and really work on my craft, be in the recording studio. And I have some really exciting songs in the works. I'm really just working on trying to find my own unique sound right now, which I think I'm very close to finding. And I just want it so people, when they turn on the radio, they're like, oh, that's Caitlin, without even, looking at who's singing it. So I'm super excited for that. I have a song that I wrote about moving to Nashville coming out. It's called One Line at a Time. I have a super traditional song coming out that's called Cowboy Jazz. And it's such a cool song because it really merges the two worlds of jazz. Like, there's trumpet in it and then with very traditional country music. And I don't think that's really done a lot. And so I'm super excited to see what people think. And I've just got a lot in the works, and I just can't wait for 2021. I hope it's a good year for musicians.
Yes.
Better year.
Hopefully it improves. So does that mean we could see a CD next year, a full album even?
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out if I want to release them as singles or if I want to release them as a full collection album. I think the industry's changing so much, especially with Spotify and, just your monthly listeners go into play. And, it's just hard to decide, like, do you release as singles or do you release an album? The artist in me kind of wants to release an album and, really structure them in a way that, is for the listeners and tells a story. So we'll see. I'm still trying to debate that one.
You should put something out on Instagram. We could have a vote for the fans.
That's actually a really good idea. I like that. I've done that a couple times with, like, my merchandise and stuff. I'll put out, like, different pictures and I'll be like, what color do you guys like? And then it's really helpful to hear from everyone. Yeah. Good idea.
To see how they feel and what they're looking for and stuff. That'd be really good.
Yeah.
Perfect. I guess, and I think they get excited being able to actually kind of be like, yes, we picked that to help pick that design, and
Exactly. And it's great for me too, because I'm like, well, you guys are the ones that would be buying it or wearing it, so I want you guys to like the design or like the music you're listening to. So yeah, that's a great idea.
That's perfect. I love that. I love the way you can get the fans involved and get them to make the decisions. And
that's the great thing about the internet. There's always bad things about social media and all that, but there's also really, really good things about it.
Perfect. So how have you found this year performing online? Have you done many sort of appearances, or has it just been, finding your feet and everything else? Yeah,
so, when I lived in Colorado, I was in a band, and it was called Look West. And so we would play, like, cover songs, and then we would also play my original music. And so I was one of the lead singers in that, and we'd play at just different bars around Denver. So I got some experience through doing that. And then when I started breaking out and doing my solo career, it was kind of in the midst of, the whole coronavirus. And so I actually was able to do a lot of live streaming concerts. I actually did one last night, which was fun. And I have one next week. And so I've just been, just doing that. And then since I moved here, Nashville is starting to open up a little bit more than other states. And so I was able to perform at this place called Puckett's, and they have, like, an open mic night for new singer-songwriters, and so I was able to do that, and they live streamed it to a radio station that has over 100,000 listeners on it, so that was super cool to be a part of. Just being kind of creative with this year and doing live stream shows and things like that.
Perfect. But I suppose you get to connect with the fans a lot more being online and obviously in some shows.
Yes. Yeah, it is cool because, you know, they're able to like ask me questions during the live interview that they probably couldn't if I was like up on stage or something.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a positive of doing live streams.
We have to find the positives in these things.
Yeah, stay positive.
Perfect. Yes, I love that. So so we look forward to 2021 for hopefully a new singles, new album. You know, the surprise is there.
Lots of new music, regardless of how it's released.
Yes, that'd be perfect. So yeah, it's been absolutely amazing to talk to you. It's been so much fun. So it's been a blast. And obviously, after the last one cancelled, so yeah, it's really good to finally catch up with you. And
oh, I know. I feel like this has been a long time coming. So I'm glad we finally got to connect and I got to put like faces to the awesome
faces to the name. Yeah,